So then I'm going to wait for my camera appeared. I'm going to say hello everybody and welcome to People's Exhibit, the only show in the known universe that has not melted during yesterday's London heatwave. And joining me today is our man in the north, our man beyond the wall, in fact. This is Ed Hadrian's Wall Hicks.
Hello, I'm nowhere near Hatred School.
You're right, because you're past it. You've gone so far north that you've come back south,
Yeah,
essentially.
that's
Because
true actually.
yeah, because the Earth
I
is
slingshot around
round.
the moon and I'm coming back in time for tea. That's
Yeah,
the plan.
it was a one-way ticket, but they didn't manage to break fast enough. Did you see the new pictures of Pluto?
Um, it's a fuzzy blob, right? Has it been getting to actually be a picture yet?
Well, no, they had some shit fly by, like as they do
Yeah.
today, and they released these pictures, and it's like brown, but the exciting bit about apart from it being brown is I mean, oh, because that got me really like huge erection immediately. Apart from that, it has like marks on it, like some spots, and there's four of them,
Yeah.
I believe,
Yeah.
and the entire diameter, I guess, or width, I guess they mean, because they said width in the article, but I'm assuming they mean diameter. The diameter of
Yeah.
Pluto is 2,300 kilometers, so
Yeah.
it's pretty small. But
Yeah.
the spots, they're like 500 kilometers wide each, and they're the same size, all of them. So, and they're like, whoa, that's crazy, what's going on? So I'm thinking that what Pluto is actually, obviously it's not a planet,
It's an
but
observation base.
no, it's a bowling ball.
Oh.
It's just where the fingers go in.
Wait, but for aliens with six-fingered hands?
Wait, no, there's just four of them. How many?
There's three in bowling ball.
No, there's
Yeah,
four. Really?
three.
I haven't played for like 2 years.
Hold a bowling ball like this.
I'm gonna look up
Grab
a
it
pic.
like a bowling ball.
I'm
Ever heard
gonna
that phrase?
I'm gonna look up a picture of a bowling ball. Then we'll find
Okay.
out. Bowling.
This is why you tune in, guys.
Wait, I mean, come on, they're bowling games, right? They're video games where you play. Oh no, you're right. It has
Yeah,
three.
amazing.
All right, fine. Aliens had six fingers or whatever.
I guess
It's
it's a bomb.
it's good. It still works. Hi,
It's
people in the
fine.
chat. So moving on from astronomy to Kickstarter because that's how we open.
Yeah.
So this is all about the Bard's Tale. By the way, I always thought the Bard's Tale was there must have been like an apostrophe there somewhere, and apparently there wasn't, or this one doesn't have it. It's very strange.
Taylor
Anyway,
Bards.
yeah. So it's just spelled like the Bards, the plural tale, but there's no like I don't know. I feel bad that there's no punctuation mark there somewhere. Anyway, so number four May is being or sort of funded right now. I guess a little bit made also by In Exile, people behind Wasteland and Brian
Oh,
Fargo and company. So the reason they are today on the docket is because they have humans as stretch goals, which is pretty exciting.
awesome.
So they I think they wanted 1.1 or 1.2 million American dollars for their funding. Let's take a look. So they wanted 1,250,000 dollars. They have 8 days left, and they had 1.4. The stretch goals, obviously, everyone got to have them because everyone's shit at planning. Um,
Yeah.
Starting from 1.4, which they reached today, by the way, Excite, and a lot of hype going on right here in my heart. It starts with humans. So at 1.4 million, they get. I probably can't see it. There's a couple of slides there. I'll go to the other ones in a bit. There's
Yeah.
someone called Monte Cook who will join the design team and create a dungeon. And 1.5, so another 100,000. And the RPG super team of Bruce Cordell, Wolfgang, someone, and Sean, and someone else designed three dungeons, one each, because there's three of them.
Okay.
1.7, Colin McComb, I guess that's how you pronounce his last name, who actually worked on Fallout 2, so I kind of know this guy. I've heard about him, going to join in. And then Chris Avalone, who everyone knows, is going to join only at 1.9 million. And then he's going to design a dungeon. So it's an interesting phenomenon. How does this make you feel, Ad? What do you feel?
Well, I was just thinking about how you set up your Kickstarter to have these goals in the beginning. Presumably, these were around from the beginning, which means that this guy made deals with these people. I mean, are the designers aware of what level they're at? Something that's interesting about it. It seems to me like they're almost being ranked in terms of quality by
Yeah, yeah,
actually.
right? There's like, oh, I'm 1.9, motherfucker. Oh, I'm only 1.7. Oh, tears.
All three of us are only worth $100,000.
Yeah, that's right, because they have to split it up, right? Like, I guess 3 ways or whatever they get. Um,
So I don't really understand. I'd be interesting to know how they arrived at this design of stretch goals.
yeah, apparently they did something similar with, I think, Wasteland, where, well, again, Chris Avalon was, like, invited over and he helped out. The funny thing about all this is they're friends, right? They're all worked together before, most of them anyway. Like
Yeah.
Brian Fargo and Chris Evelyn, as far as I understand, are buddies. So it's like, imagine I'm doing a Kickstarter. It's like, oh, I'm gonna make this new LP, but I need like £500 because this is like what kind of money I would need to make an LP, obviously. And I was like, oh, but if we get 600, Ed Hicks is gonna join in and he's gonna also do it together with me. It's like, yeah, but like you guys hang out, don't you? You know what I mean? It's like it's yes,
Couldn't he just be in the
yeah.
thing?
Can't he just
Yeah, yeah,
be? Yeah,
he won't do
he
it.
doesn't even live that far away, right? He could just come over a couple of times for free. So yeah, it's strange. The strange just continues with the achievements they have on their Kickstarter. I only found this out when I started to research like why do they have people as stretch goals. So if you like do certain things like their Facebook page or follow Brian Fargo or something on Twitter, and like they reach certain levels, there's like a mini game they play on there where like you go into rooms like an RPG sort of thing that you can see the image right now. So and then the rooms may have loot in them, and the loot is like free DLC for people who pre-order it. It's getting
Okay.
depressed. Yeah, so that's the game
The problem is the mechanic behind all of this. Like any of this game stuff could be fun, but the main driving mechanic is annoy your friends into joining,
yeah.
annoy people into following this person on
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
tweets.
And there's like 10 different kinds of achievements and all kinds of different social media. It just kind of dirty. Anyway, so but yeah, they are people are very much into this kind of shit. So they could even get Chris Avalon. I mean, I don't know, 1.9 million is a reachable goal in 8 days for big old RPG guys like that. His friend could come over, have some beer, and design a dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you never know. So this week has been somewhat, because of the heat wave, obviously in London, because London is the center of the universe, kind of slow in video games, especially E3 is gone now, so everyone's just dealing with their cocaine hangover. So not much has happened. But I think in this sort of haze, post E3 haze, what happened is that people who are making Star Citizen finally came clean about Star Marine. The thing we joked about a lot in one of the shows, one of the episodes, where they were doing the military dude bro thing of like, oh, follow me, stack on the door kind of bullshit, while doing a scripted scenario on stage. And it could have been just a pre-record even, and then they were just sitting there and like sort of, you know, miming it into the microphones as if they're talking. So Star, Jesus, I keep confused. It says Star Marine, the FPS module of Star Citizen, the multi-million gajillion dollar funded, crowdfunded game that may sometime be released, has been indefinitely delayed, which in my book means cancelled. But
Yeah, it's a bit like saying you'll never see grandma again.
hey,
Oh,
yeah, Grandma
okay,
didn't
that's
make it.
interesting. Star Marine grandma didn't
Didn't
make
make
it.
it. Uh,
You know when as an aside, you know in these things where they've got code names for each other, like pavement or like Dex or whatever, there should be somebody whose code name is grandma, and then there's a scene where somebody puts their hand on the shoulder of another guy and goes, "Grandma didn't make it."
They should have said it in this video. It would have been much better than what it is currently. Anyway, so yeah, should have come out in spring sometime, and they were like not saying anything about it for I think like a month or two, and then finally like yeah, it's Yeah. So, and then
Oh,
yeah, say.
so I've just realised why this seems so strange to me. Because remember when we were taking the piss out of that video? It
Yeah.
wasn't a current video, was it? It'd been
No,
out for a
no.
bit.
Yeah, no, that video's
Right.
been up for like 6 months before that, so
Because
yeah.
in my brain, like just now when I saw this come up, I was like, but they
Nah.
just did a video for that. How can they have done that video and then cancelled it right away?
Yeah, and then because that they delayed all the other updates to other, so basically they have all these modules. One of them is like dogfighting in space. One of them is gonna be MMO in space, fighting with dogs and cats. And then there's like Planet Side, which they're not been sued yet for, where they have like a social module, which I guess
Oh,
a Twitter integrated chat. I don't
well, I
know.
miss you.
And then there was this FPS one. So there's four maybe, or maybe there's also another one somewhere in there. Oh, there's a hangar module where you walk around your hangar and look at your cars. I mean spaceships. Um, so
Okay.
now they have to strip the FPS out of it because there's like they're all supposed to work together. So since the FPS is not cancelled, they have to take it out so they can give more updates to people because they're doing this sort of like, oh, gaming development, here's more stuff, here's more stuff, here's more stuff, and finally we
Oh,
get to a release. But now that this stuff is going out, they're gonna have a bit of trouble with giving more stuff that was halfway integrated with this other module, and they have 4 teams around the world working on this. So anyway, be interesting to see how this works out. I think
it's a bit
Juggernauts.
troubling.
It's kind of like watching Godzilla fall down kind of situation, you know. Or I don't know, some kind of monster being like, oh, 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 he's wobbling. Oh, no, no, he's
Oh,
alright.
oh
He's
no.
alright. Oh,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
going
yeah,
to knock
yeah.
out an entire block.
I used to take a sip of some beer and go like, let's keep watching. Maybe he'll. Oh, oh, oh. So that is pretty much the situation with Star Marine, who is friends, and you know, a relation to Star Citizen, a relation to Planet Side, a relation to Dogfighter or something. Anyway,
Space dog. All right.
stuff like that. Let's continue about games that fucked up. Batman again. So,
Oh,
funny thing
Batman
happened.
Returns.
Batman Returns in 1989, I think. So Batman doesn't return yet because they're still fixing it, and they said, "Oh, it's gonna need a lot of fixing." But some guys whose name I forgot, who have some indie guys, yeah, irrelevant. So they're giving out their game to people who were upset about Batman, and but the game they're giving
So
uh,
nothing to do with it.
nothing to do with it. It's about superheroes.
Uh,
I never think of
this
Batman
is.
as a superhero. To be honest, I always think of Batman as a criminal.
Yeah.
But that's just me because he's just like he's
It's more
just.
like the Punisher.
If I was a policeman, I'd be like, "Fuck this guy." I would also want to arrest him. Like, who the fuck he thinks he's? Some rich guy prancing around like in his fancy suit and trying to like pretend that he's a hero. Fuck him. I'd cuff him myself. But anyway, so this game is an adventure point-and-click adventure game about superheroes, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know. In some AAA studios, don't really care, but." Actually, I should probably look it up what the name of the fucking thing is, because like, some minimal information we should give out. Where is this thing? Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. So it's an adventure game. Superheroes. Ah, there we go. Found it. Supreme League of Patriots is the name of the game. The Supreme League of Patriots is a point-and-click adventure with very mixed reviews. And itself looks like a phone game, like something you would play on your Nokia phone from 1996, and but they're giving this out as like, oh, we really care about PC gamers, and so
Oh,
why don't you have this thing which got shit reviews, no one's buying it anyway, and here it is for free. And there's also going to be other episodes coming soon to you, which you will pay for,
I'm
obviously.
right in thinking these guys are not even in any way affiliated.
No, 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 no.
So
They're just completely random guys who,
this is what is this? This is a vulture around a corpse with a little video game in its mouth.
I guess,
Just
yeah.
it couldn't swallow the video game, so it just vomited it out in front of you and just left it there. And you're
Yeah.
like, here you go. I've noticed someone else is having a bad time. This is my chance to strike with this point and click adventure.
And I try to figure out like how you go about getting this, and I don't really find it. I guess you email them and be like, "I'm a disgruntled Batman gamer."
No, it's too late. We're making a podcast about it.
Oh, So,
They've won.
excellent. I also looked up like if their numbers increased, like how much how much owners they have on Steam, and they didn't. So I don't think anyone actually claimed it. So I mean, they could be like
Well,
delayed or whatever.
it's also their statement, not beyond just the kind of act being insulting. Their statement's insulting as well. It's like, this is because we care about PC gamers. Like, you think I would fall for this? That's insulting. Like, I see right through it. This is just oh, well, I don't have the marketing budget. I've just shit out this game. It's a point-and-click adventure, unfortunately. I should have noticed that while I was making it. And, oh, I know. I'll use this crisis of this terrible game and then put mine next to it, and hopefully it will look less shit in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he should, I just
Don't
picture
mess
him with
with
like with like a fishing rod with like a Dorito soaked in Mountain Dew hanging from it, and being like, "Yeah, gamer, 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 yeah, gamer."
Yeah. Dropping it into this little pond with a label next to it, which is like the PC Gamer Master Pond.
Yeah. Master Pond. Oh my god.
And there's all these piranhas inside this pond with keyboards, just yelling, "I hate women! I hate women!"
What you should draw this now during your next art stream. Gamer Pond.
What are you drawing at? It's a long story.
It's a pond.
Have you heard of Arkham Knight?
It's a kind of a pond. Never mind. Speaking of never mind, Minecraft Story Mode, which is an oxymoron.
Hasn't this been a thing before?
Yeah, no. Now it's like close. They're gonna actually show shit of it tomorrow or day after or something. There's a Minecon happening in London, I think. They're gonna brave the heat.
Minecon,
yeah,
London, July.
something like that. And so they're gonna actually show what it's all about because it's been pretty secret so far. It's just no one. And they were like, because initially they were upset. The Minecrafters, the children were upset, and they were like,
they throw the toys out of the pram.
Yeah, yes, they were threatening to throw them. They were like, what are you saying right now? And then they were like, no, we're not gonna put down any lore. And then they were like, oh, okay, and they just started sucking their thumb again.
What the fuck is a story mode then?
Exactly. So they were like, we are just gonna show you, and this is just like, again, this is like, do you think no one will see through this? I guess they don't.
God, it's Telltale.
Yeah, it's a Telltale game, Minecraft Story Mode, where they're saying, so we're not gonna put down any lore, gamers. Yeah, gamers. Dorito. What we're gonna do, Mountain Dew. We are gonna show you one interpretation of Mountain Dew, of what it could be, like how the universe of Minecraft Dorito came about. Is what they're gonna do, which is
so
lore.
What they're saying is that they are doing a story, but don't take it too serious.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Money first, please, Dorito. It's just, I think this is Red Bull. Is what's going on here.
Okay, monster.
You know what it could be? The drawing that we just talked about. Like the pond is there, and there's like a couple of like marketing types standing around, and they're pouring energy drinks into it.
They're just starting to die.
Yeah. So yeah, then we're gonna.
So I'm imagining that. Well, this is Telltale. And I've seen some playthroughs of some of their games. I'm trying to imagine it mixed with Minecraft. So like, I guess there's going to be a moment where your character's looking left and right, and there's like lava going towards two of your friends, and you have like one bucket of water, and you're like, put the bucket of water in front of one friend or the other, and then you do it, and then the other friend burns to death, and the other friend who got saved goes, "You're a dickhead."
Yeah, I guess.
That's going to be the whole plot.
Because that's what they do generally.
Like yeah, that's just Telltale Games. It's like, oh, you had to make a choice. Doesn't matter what you chose, it was wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just going to remind you of how shit you are for the rest of the game.
Because it's really gritty and adult. When you feel bad about life, it's what gamers really want, Dorito.
Yeah, which is such a shame that this Batman game was all fucked up, because that is exactly what Batman is.
Is a bad adult.
Yeah, it's just a shit adult.
All right, so Minecraft ties in pretty well with this Scrolls. Remember Scrolls, guys? This was the CCG before CCG video games were CCG video games. So
As
they,
far as I'm concerned, Scrolls is merely a lawsuit.
yeah, that also. So this is one of the three ever released Mojang. Is it Mojang or is that how you pronounce Mojang? Because I pronounce
I
Mojang.
would say Mojang, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's agreed.
Like Mojang.
So I think people say Mojang or something, whatever. Anyway,
Oh,
one of the three ever released Mojang games. The third one, by the way, I didn't even know existed, was just something called Cobalt, and it's like a 2D shooter platformer thing, whatever. Anyway, so Scrolls was kind of big deal. Everyone got excited in 2011. Bethesda got excited the most about, about it because they took him to court. Um, they're like, "Oh my god, this game really just all the juices, oh, my blood boils, money please." Um,
this sounds amazing.
yeah, and they were concerned that people would be confused because obviously gamers aren't very smart, like because they eat Doritos and they drink Mountain Dew. They'd be confused and be like, "Scrolls, is that like Elder Scrolls? Oh my God, which game do I buy? I'm gonna give money to Scrolls because it's shorter, because it's easier to remember, and Bethesda loses money
Because I'm an idiot.
because I'm an idiot." Ha 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 ha. The
Maybe
t-shirt,
it's just a mobile version of one of their other games.
the t-shirt says, "I'm with an idiot," and the arrow points at him like upwards. We should sell this at conventions. You make a fortune. So anyway, the Scrolls is getting abandoned is what's going on. It didn't work out. Hearthstone came out earlier, sort of, and
Oh, and it was
everyone is
just that.
yeah, everyone's just playing other CCG games, and no one really gives a shit about Scrolls. So
Why don't they do a MOBA instead? I hear those are exciting and popular.
oh yeah, they should do
And
a
not
CCG
saturated
MOBA.
market either.
No, CCG MOBA, FPS with no intellect required. I think that would
And
be
crafting.
crafting. Yeah, crafting is in, and
Zombies?
yeah, you could craft zombies. That could be like a thing. Absolutely, I think we already made $1 million just talking about this. By the way, the lawsuit, they settled the lawsuit. They didn't win. No one won. No one wins in war. War
It
never
was like a war.
war never changes, as Chris
Lawsuit.
Avalon. Chris Avalon would say that, but you have to pay him $1.9 million to say that, so he won't say that. So anyway, lawsuits never change, and they settled to some like weird thing where they could keep the name Scrolls, but they couldn't copyright it, and I think that was it.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
which was never really. So I don't know, but that was like the official part of it. They may have like money may have exchanged hands. I don't know, but whatever. Yeah. Anyway, it's dead now. So, so it's not really dead, by the way. You can still play it if you really want to.
This is like someone telling me that somebody's friend's uncle died, and then me trying to feel sad.
Try harder, Ed. You don't look
Like,
Let's take some onion and just like rub it in your eyes. Yeah. Do you see the tears? Oh, so
I
we're
already
breaking
knew
up. We're breaking up.
I didn't have a chance.
Anyway, so for 1 year at least, you'll be able to play it because that's how much money they have for the servers or something like that. Well, they have obviously more money, but not really for this game, which has no future. So now that it has no future, probably even more people are gonna play it, right? So, good news there.
Yeah.
I don't have the segue to the next thing, so I'm just gonna say Steam scams.
Team scams.
Scams different now, actually same, but you can't.
Scams never change.
Scam. God, I wish Chris Avalon was here. Um,
Hello, bright. Anyway,
yeah. So people get scammed on Steam. I don't know if you guys noticed this.
yeah.
I haven't.
It's usually for copies of FIFA.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
We had this conversation with Doug about it. It's like every time I've heard someone like have their account hacked,
Oh,
or
hacked.
whatever,
Yeah.
they buy like 20 copies of FIFA.
And not
Just
even as
like-
gifts, just for you.
You're European. I thought you'd like it.
Yeah. But in this case, it's actually slightly different. So it's not actually when they get your account gets hacked, because they still have support for that. But Steam is now going to do less supporting for people who get scammed. And so I knew very little about scamming. I knew they existed, and it was mostly to do with items you have, like the hats you have, Ed. By the way, Ed has a lot of hats. If anyone would like to trade with him,
You
so, but obviously I don't have any hats, unlike Ed, who does have a lot of hats. And I didn't really know like how this happens or what I was. Oh, Steam scam, whatever. So now that they're not supporting this, I looked into it. Apparently, what happens is someone friends you, like Ed has experience with this, and then go like, "Oh, I really like the hats you have, but I don't really have anything to give you per se. But I could pay you $5 on PayPal. You give
sounds
me."
great.
Yeah, you give me the
Paying fine.
give me the items, and I'll give you $5 immediately. What's your email? Oh, great, great, great. And then you give them items, and you never see them again.
Just say money up front. In all things in life, just say money up front.
Yeah,
Granted, literally everybody in the world got their way in money negotiations up front. No one would ever exchange money, but nevertheless, money up front.
I stand by what I said. So apparently, and then they were like, finally, Steam's going like, just don't do it. And
Yeah.
they have a point. I didn't realize that actually until now, and I think maybe until end of July potentially, or maybe it was the end of June or whatever. So maybe there could be another month of like sort of grace period. That you'd be like, oh no, Mr. Gabe, I gave him my items. My hats are gone, and be like, okay, fine, your hats are back.
Yeah.
And now they're just like, no, fuck you. You lost. You just lost your hats. And it makes sense because it's literally you ever seen a trade item? Man, you ever done the trade?
No, I've never done a trade.
Okay, I've done it for like gift purposes. So someone wanted to give me some, I think, one of those emoticon things, the ones that the Steam ones. Anyway, so you go into this thing and you put stuff in there, they put stuff in there, then they click OK, you click OK, and the thing gets traded. But obviously there's an option for you to not put anything in there because maybe you want to give a gift to your friend of an amazing Steam emoticon. So you put the emoticon in there and they receive it. So that they said, don't do it. Just don't do it. That's it. That's
Just
done.
if it looks like a scam, just don't do it.
Yeah. So that's the scam news.
I don't know. It's like you get an email from a Nigerian prince. That's not Google's fault, you know.
But
So-
what if he Googled your email? Ah.
You got me there.
Ah.
You should invite the Nigerian prince round.
I think so. I actually had an email once from a Japanese prince. Well, he didn't say he was a prince, but I had like sort of the Nigerian email of like I would like to send a rose, but I need $50 million. The kind of thing. And it's always a rose for some reason. But I had a
Rose.
similar...
I had the rose, but
Oh, you never had the rose one? Because they were like, but millions of dollars, obviously, duh. But to start off our relationship, I want to send a rose to my loved one who lives in your country or something like that. There's like, and for the rose, I need $50 to start off. So it's a strange thing.
so they're really, really aiming low.
Yeah, this is the $50 prince. This is my new game. Speaking of $50, roughly $50 would have cost you to get this. This is an action figure. Ed's gonna say in a minute.
Oh,
You remember the indie game Thomas Was Alone? Well, he's more alone now. He's really depressed. Even more alone. They made
is
action.
this a joke product?
I don't know. They actually, by the way, you can't buy this anymore. Sorry, we're too late. It's sold out. So this is like we can see in the package. Some guy who does a lot of like 3D printing plus sculpting stuff, like Etsy style, is made these, and together with the developer, they're like, oh yeah, let's sell Thomas Was Alone action figures. So they're just like they're geometrical shapes, and most surprising bit about this for me was A, that it exists, and B, they cost £20 for some reason.
What's the stuff made of?
I
They
don't-
done by hand?
I think it's made of plastic. It's like I think it's like the 3D printer plastic stuff that is painted, hand painted in blue, pink, yellow, and another pink, the other kind of pink, the two pinks. So how does this make you feel, Ed?
I
Would you buy
I don't
this?
know. There's a lot of things that I wouldn't buy, but there's also that I get, and then I imagine with certain people I'd have the conversation. Oh, I got this, and they'd be like, "Why? Why would you buy this stuff? Why do you need this?" So maybe it's one of those situations where I'm like, as long as someone's happy with their purchase and their life, who am I to say what they should spend their money on? But at the same time, this is just a cube. A couple of cubes. Stupid. Why would you do this?
Just look around. You probably already had a cube.
Cubes all over. I can see a cube right now.
But
There's
let me ask you this, Ed. What if it was an action figure of Nuclear Throne? Would you buy that?
Well, the thing is that there's much less chance that someone's going to think when they turn up to clean my house that it's just part of some packaging and throw it away.
So I think it's a better investment, is what you're saying. It's less likely that you lose your assets.
Like, I understand that. Well, the point of this indie game was like simplicity and elegance in design, right? To the point that it was like imbue this nothing, this geometric shape with character, with only the way you interact with it. I don't think they even have lines, right? It's just the narrator talking.
Narrator, yeah.
Yeah. So it sort of goes against even that design decision to have this thing, because there is no way of making this product without making the joke, and the joke only works because of the key design decision in the game, which you're just subverting accidentally for money. So this is the thing. It feels like a parody product. It could only be appropriately sold as a parody product. If it's not being done that way, I feel that it undermines the game itself. Just in this one case.
Right. Well,
like if you get a Bayonetta model of a bum, whatever, like maybe you want that, fine, and it makes sense. It looks nice. It's complicated and detailed, and there's craftsmanship and stuff. I'm not saying like, all art has to be complicated for it to be good, but it's just cute. I don't know. It's stupid.
How would you determine whether or not it is a parody product?
Is the guy who made it like in association with the original creator, or is this just some unattached Etsy guy?
He is, well, attached to a degree where I think he had an agreement with Mike Bithell, I think that's his name, to make Thomas to just make this. But that's like there's no packaging doesn't betray parody. Yeah. So I like Perna's idea of narrator action figure.
With rotatable jaw.
Yeah. It's one of those things, like the chattering teeth, or something, or like a hand puppet, or I don't know, something like that. Or invisible hand puppet. That's great, right? It's 3D printed. It's great. It's £20. Actually, no, 30.
Box with it inside.
Yeah.
Just empty box.
And you just do that, and it works. It's wonderful. Yep. So is there an action figure that you would, like, as a grown man now that you're no longer a child, Edward, would buy?
That's a very good question. I feel that it's potentially possible. I don't think I'd rule it completely out, but it would have to be something that was quite special to me. I would potentially, what I would get, maybe, is a CSAT guy in the urban prone. That's what I'd get. I'd get that.
Would it be the guy that changes pose, or is it constantly in urban prone?
I think he'd have to be constantly in urban prone. Or
Good choice.
if he changes pose, I think constantly urban prone would be fun.
I think you're a true urban prone connoisseur. Which leads us to our next and potentially final subject today.
Yeah.
Facebook. And the thought reading of on Facebook, or future Facebook. Future Facebook, FF. It's pretty good. This is a picture of Mark Zuckerberg with his wife, because I just wanted a picture of Mark Zuckerberg, and he's talking on the phone. He's not sharing his thoughts yet.
No, not with his wife at least.
No, because she's like, who is he talking to? In that picture, she's like, what is going on right now?
No, she's like, who is Mark Zuckerberg?
Oh, maybe that's what she's doing.
She doesn't know.
Who is this guy? Why, how did I appear here?
This isn't my ugly husband.
So the reason he is today joining us on the show is because he said things on his Q&A with the users of Facebook. You know, they're kind of like gamers. You know, the users of Facebook. Anyway, so what he said that he believes that one day we will be able to send full rich thoughts to each other directly using technology. So not magic. Yeah. You'll just be able to think of something and your friends will immediately be able to experience it. If you'd like that, he added.
Welcome to a new age in racism.
Yeah, and then he said, this would be the ultimate communication technology. Do you think this would be the ultimate communication technology? Tell me.
I can tell you one thing that it's not: child pornography.
Because I thought the
We have an anal handshake.
anal handshake was the ultimate in human communication technology. What is this?
My anus.
What is this thought-sending bullshit that this man is talking about? Who clearly
I spend my entire adult life. I think all youth is training to hide your thoughts from others. That's all it is. You wake up as a baby and you're screaming, "Oh, my mum, I want to shit. I want food. Give me tits in my mouth now." And you learn over the years, you're like, "No, I can't say these things. I can't express these thoughts." And as you get older, you say less and less until you eventually are silent. And that's, I think, the ideal state of a human.
and then you die and you stay silent forever. So
Absolutely.
human life is a journey towards ultimate silence.
Towards the ultimate in not sharing every fucking thought you have.
Yeah.
They said on their opinion podcast.
This is a podcast today, thoughtcast tomorrow, yeah?
That's it. Next time that I'm like on holiday, I'm like, "Oh, Andrew, I can't be bothered to read the topics. I haven't got a good connection hotel. Can you just have like a model of me that's just like with like a cable running down to my butt, and then you type things into a robot voice generator that's like, feed me, I need to poop. Look at this cupcake of Mario. Isn't it cute?"
Yeah, you can finally go off the grid that way. You can even send this guy to work.
Yeah, no one would notice.
Yeah. Oh, it's Ed. He looks like always. No, he always has a cable going down his butt. That's just the way Ed works.
That Ed.
Yeah.
What a card. Yeah, is there any substance to this claim, or is it just him being an idiot?
No, it's just him being Batman because he has too much money and not much to do, and judging by the picture, his marriage isn't going too well, so he has to find some outlet for his whatever.
I wish I knew what she was thinking. And she's just like, divorce, 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 divorce.
And she's like, share.
And all these people are like liking this update. He's like, I think I might divorce Mark Zuckerberg. Like. He's like, I need to make a change to Facebook so people can't like this post by my wife.
He could just delete it like retroactively. It'd be fine. And from your mind, because obviously. So imagine if
Could you delete thoughts? Could you delete their thoughts?
What if he could? Because like deleting your own thoughts would not necessarily be a bad idea. Now deleting someone else's thoughts that could be legal. I don't know how the future laws are gonna like work around this.
Yeah, I expect in a couple of years, episode 200, whatever of the podcast, we'll be going, well, Gabe Newell says anything you've forgotten while using Steam is not my responsibility.
We are moving from curation to just hosting. But think of how they're trying to, in Cameron's Britain, they're trying to get rid of encryption. Do you remember this thing? Because that thing's still happening. And so and that's just about like financial stuff. But if they continue down that way, they could be like, oh no, sorry, you can't have your own thoughts. You can't. We have to scan you.
I'm afraid it's a penny for every thought.
That's how much it costs for them to scan, like just in terms of wattage that they're using. And because there's a small chance that he could be harboring some terrorist thoughts, so we have to just go bzzz. And they have like these things, the gadgets that says like Facebook branding on them, it just goes bzzz. Becomes brain
by Rapiscan.
Becomes brain book.
Brain book.
But not because anyone is smart. You know what? it'd be funny if we get to a technological level like Mark Zuckerberg says, where we can send thoughts or whatever, read each other's thoughts, blah blah. But at that point, we are so dumb, made like unintelligent by our society that we have none.
No,
And they finally turn it on. It's like,
working.
oh my god, we're gonna now listen to that man's thoughts, and they turn on and there's nothing. It is the ultimate silence. That's we were going for it from birth anyway, and then we reach it. So it means that it's fate. It's just fate. We
That's
just
amazing.
yeah.
He's like Lex Luthor of reality. Yeah,
Good name for a band, to be honest.
Lex Luthor of reality.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start a band called Divorce.
That's all I got. You got anything else for this week?
I don't know. This week, not a huge amount
No.
really happened. I think. I mean, I was going to briefly talk about Casey Green has a Kickstarter for his
He's
gun show
successfully
book.
funding it, I think.
It's going to make it. I think.
It's
So
gonna make it.
if you want it, you can get it, or you can wait till it's done. Who knows? But yeah, it's the last gun show book. If you like Dick Butt and other things, you'll like that. So that's it for him.
I didn't realize he had
So,
actually 6 books of Gun Show, even though I've read.
There's a
Well,
lot
I've seen
of
all the Gun Show.
yeah.
Well, there are like 1,400 comics, aren't there? I think. Or is it 800? Maybe 800 actually.
I don't know the exact number. I know there's
Yeah.
a lot, but that's it really.
Yeah.
What was
But
it?
yeah,
There's
it's
one
been-
other minor thing was Patreon had some kind of credit card fuck up.
They still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get paid fully. By the way, everybody, check your Patreon account. But this is not what I was surprised about is like this is not the first time they've done it. So this is just the first time they were like, oh yeah, oh sorry. It was like oh you actually say sorry, good. Because remember all the other times. But yeah, I guess they have some new system or something they're gonna do, and it's gonna be better or whatever. It's gonna read the thoughts of your credit card. And then transmit them through non-encrypted channels into ISIS,
Oh, good.
so that we fight them more or something like that. I forgot how it goes.
ISIS should open a chain of sex shops. I think it would be the same thing as that indie game swooping in on this Arkham Knight thing. ISIS sex shops. They go, well, obviously there was that gaffe on CNN about the Pride Parade using the ISIS dildo flag. Why don't we just, take the ISIS dildo flag and run with it? See where we go.
Yeah.
You know,
Plus,
I feel like marketing isn't just putting a sticker on a product. Marketing can be the product.
yeah. And what does ISIS want? They want to fuck up the West, right? What better
Yeah.
thing to do it with than
What better
dildos,
way?
the things you use for fucking? I mean, it's just like put one and one together, and the answer is 2 dildos.
Imagine them there in the huts wearing whatever so you can only see their eyes, and they're saying, "We're in your wives right now. We're up their asses." The president's like on phone to his wife, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I did." And he's like, "No."
They could even combine the thing where it'd be like the first half of the video is, we were in your wife, and the second one is the only thing you can do is join us. Because we do need more soldiers, actually. We're not doing very well here. we put too much money in the marketing campaign. Look, it worked really well with the focus groups, but we're losing the
that's
war.
So it starts as ISIS TV, which is just general ISIS stuff, and then it's ISIS sex toys TV, and then they go, "Oh, we realise people are only interested in sex toys, so we're getting rid of our general ISIS stuff and focusing purely on sex toys."
They closed down the military operations.
Mikkel says suicide dildos.
Yeah, but which one's gonna happen first? Suicide dildos or the thought dildos? Because you don't really need a dildo if you can think.
Thought-seeking dildos.
Oh yeah, it's like a dildo drone. It's flying around and it's looking for someone who is thinking about it. It just comes up to your door and just like kind of jams slowly into the doorbell. Just bzz, bzz, you open the door and the dildo's like bzz, accept. I think we should stop.
Maybe we should stop now.
I'm not even drunk. Good thing.
Yeah, I haven't got anything.
Yeah, it's weird. I think we have surpassed alcohol. Not that we're gonna stop drinking it, but thank you for watching this. And if you watch this on YouTube's, you know what to do. Press the buttons. Maybe leave a comment. I don't know, like share it with your thought grandmother. We go live every Thursday, 10 p.m. BST, and then it's gonna be GMT, and we hope to see you there, if it's possible. And on this happy thought, peace out. Yeah, peace. Two peace signs in one. Fucking nailed it. Is what we did. Bye.